Hey guys, Everdudgeon 138 here. I just want to get my thoughts on the whole coronavirus situation out. So it won't be a long video, but I just kind of want to get a couple things off my chest. I actually did a track this weekend called Pandemic, which was kind of like this really bleak post-apocalyptic track. Had a lot of clips with the news footage of the coronavirus and everything. And I decided not to go ahead and post that. Reason being is, I mean, I'm not concerned personally for myself, but I know a lot of people that I care about are genuinely stressed out, genuinely have anxiety over this, and I don't want to be adding to that. So I did do a post-apocalyptic track with Crime Zone 2020. It's a little bit more uplifting than the other one. I might post Pandemic later on once this has all died down, but right now, I don't think it's appropriate, which is kind of ironic because I've always been against censorship. But I mean, I think it was the right call for me. But in either case, as far as my personal situation, I told work I don't feel comfortable coming in. They were still letting people come to work and everything, and they were trying to figure out a work from home situation. And they were like, "Oh, bring your laptop, and we'll figure out a way to install stuff." And I'm like, one, you should be supplying laptops to us to work from home. We shouldn't have to bring our own personal stuff because I don't know what you're putting on that computer. And two, a girl was sick yesterday in the office. She had a fever and everything, and she got sent home. And I just didn't feel comfortable coming to work anymore. I was like, again, it's not so much for me. I mean, I do have asthma and I do have respiratory issues and everything, but so I mean it would definitely do some damage on me, but I'm more concerned with giving it to people I know who have worse asthma, whose immune systems are not the best. I don't want that, and I think it's better just to kind of just at the end of the day just be like, you know what, no, I'm not doing this. But in either case, as far as the actual situation itself goes, in terms of a worldwide perspective, I think it's a positive thing. And I know a lot of people are like, how can you possibly say that? And, well, have you ever heard of the term, "stop the world, I want to get off"? Well, now here's your chance. This is not a case of the world being over. This is more a case, I believe, of the world simply slowing down so that the rest of us can catch up. Things are getting crazy expensive. Things are getting way out of hand, and there's a lot of places that are closing down and whatnot. This is a good wake-up call, and it's a case of the world resetting itself and having time to pause and reflect on itself. And on a worldwide level, on a national level, on individual level, and I think it's a great opportunity for artists. I think it's a great opportunity for people who do online content to really master their craft, or just any type of artist to master the craft. That book you wanted to write, that script you wanted to write, those dolls you wanted to crochet, those paintings you wanted to paint. Now is the time to do it, because now you have all the time in the world to do it. And you don't need to worry about rent, you don't need to worry about being evicted, you don't need to worry about going to work and 9 to 5 and all that stuff. Now is the time for you to do your music, do your art, do your writing, everything. And I think it's the best way to go about it. And the best way to look at this is not a case of the world, or waiting while the world resets itself. It's a case of us having the opportunity to reset ourselves. And self-isolation is a perfect tool for that. It's a perfect way to have self-reflection and master your craft, master your mind, and master your soul. Once this thing is blown over, which it will, now's the time to really start planning for that. Don't dwell on, the negatives of this. Look at this as a positive. You don't need to go to work. You don't need to worry about your rent or being evicted or your mortgage payments. Listen, the government's going to take care of all that. They're not going to let the whole country go into that because they don't want a rebellion on their hands. They don't want they don't want the czars to get overthrown and everything like that. So it's going to listen. This is the perfect time for everyone to do some self-reflection, spend some time alone, spend some time with your loved ones, and just and look at this as more of a cocoon period, and that's the best analogy I can give. This is an opportunity for us to go into the cocoon and or the whole world to actually go into its own kind of cocoon state and do a little bit of self-reflection and a little bit of planning. So that way, once this is blown over, we can all come out of that cocoon, and it's really up to us now to determine how far we can spread those butterfly wings. I know that's kind of a cheesy analogy, but I mean, you have to look at it that way. And nobody knows what's going to come out of this. And as cool as it would be to be, Snake Plissken or Lord Humongous or whatever, let's be honest, none of us would ever be able to manage a lifestyle like that, myself included. We'd get wiped out real fast with our delicate piano playing hands. They wouldn't be able to match up. But so as cool as that sounds, it's not going to happen that way. Who knows what's going to happen? Things might go down in price. This could really do a number on the economy in somewhat of a positive way. Maybe universal income might become a thing after this, because now with all these relief packages from the United States and Canada, it is possible. They do have the money to do it, so we're going to be taken care of. It's fine. But again, now is the time so we don't need to worry about nothing at this point except ourselves, except mastering our crafts, mastering our souls. And you have to look at it that way. You have to. There's no other way to look at it, and you have to plan for a positive future, because this is the perfect opportunity right now. This is nobody will ever have this opportunity again, as artists, as individuals, as a race of human beings. We will never have this opportunity again. Now is the time for us to just sit back, reflect on ourselves, and just see what comes out of it, and plan for the future, and plan for a bright future, because that's what's going to happen. Anyway, enough hippy-dippy bullshit. I just wanted to kind of get that off my chest and say I love you guys, and be safe and be smart. I know it's easy to dwell on the negatives and everything, and I've been there, trust me, as somebody who suffers from depression and more than likely probably being bipolar as well. I understand that it's very difficult to sometimes see the light in the darkness, but you know what? We got ourselves, and we got our beautiful pets right here. Anyway, this is Everdudgeon 138 signing off. I'm going to have a lot more content coming your way, so click the like button, share, subscribe, because it's a brave new world right now. Love you guys. Bye.